Luis Angel Acuna getting ready to hit. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
We all know that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys settling in and the tone being set for the game. So this isn't what you're looking for on defense. 2-out errors are a lot like 2-out walks, but maybe even worse because your pitcher did his job to get what should have been the last out of that inning.
That's a laser base hit. Lead runner around second. The throw in. Safe at second. Just beat the tag.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Jason Dominguez will hit. Now a pop-up on the infield. My drop. And there's 2 down.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least 1 run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
2 on, 2 outs. Tap back to the mound.
On the back, pick it up, pick it up.
Tosses to first, and that will end the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They still trail 1-0. Back at right field, we go to the top of the 5th. Leonardo Glass stepping in now for the Yankees. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Just misses with that one. To the right side, and it goes just foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Liner snagged it first here on the south side. And so you spent a few years playing for the White Sox. What are those memories like?
Great city. Chicago is along the lines of New York and Boston in terms of just the buzz of the city. For me, it being
sends it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Up next for the White Sox.
Line drive, leaps it, he's got it.
That ball was ticketed for right center field all the way, but not so fast, the second baseman says. Leaps up into the air and brings it down. Some nice hang time as well when he was up there.
And at first, now it's the DH, Brooks Baldwin. 2-2. Ground ball right side. 1 at second. To first, double play. Nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Glass, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Caballero stands at first with 1 out. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Jason Dominguez.
Glass had a rough go of it in the loss.
Well, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. I'm sure the loss isn't sitting well with him either.
First and second, no outs. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. First and second, no outs here in the finale of this 4-game set. On the ground, could be 2. There's 1. Over to first, but it's offline.
Well, they had the chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Glass in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Out towards right center field. Acuna moving under this one. And that is that. Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. Man at first, 1 away. Hit on the ground to short. Over to Jazz. There's 1. Double play.
He's out.
What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. We are tied. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs.
Leonardo left.
That's the third. Sosa
Get there.
sends it across the first. Out to escape a bases loaded. Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Leonardo left.
That one pulled foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
The 0-1. Foul tip straight back, and that squared him up in the mask. That didn't feel good.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count. Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Over to Jazz, there's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play. Now here is Leonardo Glass. 0 for 3 in this one.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Two on, 2 outs. On the ground to third. A sliding stop. Throw to second, and they get the out. 7th inning stretch time. Yankees 6 and the White Sox 2. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. First and second, 1 out. Edgar Caro digs in now. 2 on, 1 out. Back up the, that got him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him glass. And a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.
Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. So 2 down. So up next for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. This one chopped up the middle. Bounces into the outfield for a base hit. And out to aboard. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Top of the second, Leonardo Glass stepping in now for the Yankees. In the air, left side. One away.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22, Ben.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Masataka Yoshida, the next to hit. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Up the middle, Glass. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Leonardo Glass.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. To the right side. And that one finds its way through. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. The Yanks lead 1. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. This one in the air center field. Connor Falefa settles under it. He makes the grab. And a couple of quick outs. Here's the second baseman. All loaded up here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Jazz. There's 1. And that's 2. 2 outs. Runner on first. So up next for New York, Leonardo Glass. 1 for 3. Out to short. They get the first. And the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. Glass with an okay game in the loss.
Not his best showing, but I hope he isn't too self-critical after they took the loss. Some things to build on in this game.
So 2 down and stepping in for New York, Leonardo Glass.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Glass wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And the strike call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Ball 1. The 1-1. On the ground. Horner. They take the force out. 3rd out. The Yanks lead 1. Still looking at that. Here at Wrigley Field, taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 25.
J.C. Escarra stepping in now for the Yankees. Line drive. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 9-1.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
First pitch misses. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. In the air, right field. And that's the third out. One left for the Yankees. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Glass stepping in now. Runners out there and a chance to chip away.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a bomb. Just needs to find some outfield grass, Boog. Keep the pressure on.
On a line. And foul ball.
Just a matter of inches from picking up an RBI base hit and maybe a double in the process. That was barely foul.
In the air out to center. And that'll do it. Glass with a nice showing despite the loss.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. He's got better in him, Boog.
Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. No score here in the second.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Up the middle, Glass. Throws to first. That takes care of Kiner-Falefa. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Leonardo Glass. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. Glass was again named Rookie of the Month. Clearly a cut above the rest of the rookie class. Glass not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. And a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. On the ground to the left, Swanson. And one away in the top of the third. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Masataka Yoshida. Hit on the ground to short. Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Man at first, one away.
The shortstop, Leonardo Glass.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing. Runner at first with 2 away. And up next for Chicago, Masataka Yoshida. Kiner-Falefa on the go. Pitching for a strike. Transfer bobbled and there's no throw. Glass steps in, 2 down, nothing cooking so far, but one swing can get something sizzling.
He knows it too, Boog. That body language says, yes, chef. Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Santana, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a cutter, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Home run number 30 on the year. And they add to the lead. It's 2-0.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is.
Glass hit his 30th homer of the season in this one.
Well, plenty of thump for him this season, Boog. And you know his teammates appreciate having a bat like his in the lineup. We'll see how many more dingers he can pile up this year.
Leonardo Glass has brought some serious power from day one, leading all rookies in home runs this season. He'll get another chance to show off that swing in this one. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the New York Yankees. Back now in the Bronx, digging in, Ramon Urias. Up the middle, Glass. Throw off line, he's safe, and a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Back for more from the Bronx. Let's take a look at the player of the month. He has been outstanding of late. Glass launched a homer in his most recent game.
Ball.
Glass recently taking home player of the month honors. Just missed.
Outside.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Chop to the right side.
Move it, move it, move
Burleson
it, move it.
steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. That is the inning.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
Tying run at the plate. On the ground, right side.
Come on.
Gets him easily, ends the inning. One left for the Yankees. One down. Here's the third baseman, Ramon Urias. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, look at the stop. From his knees, the throw pays him off the bag, and he's safe. Leonardo Glass digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that is out of play.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
Right side. And there's a hit. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the ninth.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Quick move to first, and he's back safely.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Another move to first, and he's back again. And that's disengagement number 2. The Yanks with the tying run on at first, and the home team trying to pull it out. Runner on the go. On the ground to first. Steps on the bag for
Get
one.
down, slide.
The tag, and that's the ball game. Glass had a game to forget in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
One out, runner at second. Alec Burleson getting ready to hit. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The underhand flip, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first baseline. Beat the throw pretty easily. You know, these Yankees definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting ninth, the first baseman. Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Leonardo. Left.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. The 0-1. And foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Cardinals up by 2, last half of inning number 5. That one way inside. Now a screamer into the outfield. Walker takes it in for the out. And there are 2 down. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Ivan Herrera now at the plate. The 1-1. Ground ball could be 2. Caballero to second. On to first, double play. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Cardinals out in front, 2-0. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show. Glass stepping in. A base hit here could shift the vibe. They're just one swing away from changing the rhythm of this ball game.
Yeah, Boog, that's the beauty of baseball. You always have a chance if you've got a player like this to lead off the inning.
Ball 1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one missed, now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And there's the automatic. Swings through that one out in front that time.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Out towards right center field. Scott moving under this one. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number...
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Back at Yankee Stadium as we go to the last of the third. Leonardo Glass stepping in now for the Yankees. First offering and it just misses. Glass with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field, pretty well struck. That's back. It's out of here. His 31st home run of the season, and it ties it up. It's 2-2.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
So 2 down. Now it's going to be Lars Nootbaar. 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Glass. Handles, throws to first, and the inning is over. Redbirds down quietly. Back in the Bronx, Leonardo Glass steps in, top 5 in WAR, basically worth more than a couple of bottom feeder teams. Unreal, Singy.
Yeah, he's not just valuable, Boog. He's practically carrying the franchise in a backpack.
Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. Glass wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ground ball right side. Oh, great grab on the dive. And that's a great play for the out.
Look at the big guy getting down and dirty, robbing what probably would have been a double if it gets by him. Love to see that because most times it's the shortstop or second baseman, but he wants to get in the mix a little bit as well.
Glass steps in. They're down, but he's got a chance to get something going right here.
Yeah, you can't hit a grand slam with nobody on. He just needs to be the match that lights the fire here. You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And foul ball. The Yankees looking to rally. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer, his 2nd home run of the game, and just like that, they're within a run. This crowd has really come alive. This place is loud.
Clawing back into this one, Boog. 2nd home run of the game. And take a look at that scoreboard. Everything feels different all of a sudden, doesn't it?
Back in the Bronx for the top of the 8th. Victor Scott digs in now. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Glass steps in now, tying run in scoring position. Big chance to even things up or take the lead, Singy.
Yeah, he's just got to stay patient and hunt something he can handle. Could swing the momentum in a heartbeat. So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That was the emergency hack right there.
2 on, 1 out.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Missed with a changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Line drive, base hit. 1 runs in. Relay throw to second. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Tapped softly on the ground. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Go ahead run on base. Ben Rice, the next to hit. 2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 runs in. Here's the throw. Save! In comes the run from second. And they lead by 2.
Well, this game is tied no more. Big time swing of the bat to drive in 2. Really protecting with 2.
Glass really stood out in this win. Had 3 hits, 2 of them homers.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Leonardo Glass, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready for baseball here in New York. Here's Matt Olson.
Number 28, Matt.
0-2 now. Up the middle. Whips it to first. 1 out in the top of the first.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And now the shortstop, Leonardo Glass.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
Glass with a couple of homers in his last game. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. Out towards right center field. Harris gets under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees. Up next for the Yankees.
Glass matched a couple of homers in his last game. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Hammered down the right side, but foul. One, two now. To the right side. On to second. They get one. A sensational double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
This one in the air, center field. Harris settles under this one, and there's two away. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Glass, the next to hit, takes ball one. Out towards right center field. Yastrzemski on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. So the Yanks go in order. Glass with a less than great game in this one.
Well, at least they got the win, Boog. That's got to be the only thing lifting his mood right now. The coaching staff knows he's capable of more, and he does too.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. Glass. One out in the top of the first. So a man at first. Leonardo Glass now at the plate.
I'm liking the power he's shown recently. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. It's out of here. His 33rd homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 4-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Glass, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Yeah, that's fouled off. Glass working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. On the ground, all bees. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
That one to first, and that's a fair ball. White around second, headed for third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Leonardo Glass. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Wentz, a 6'5" lefty, 28 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2016. This one in the air center field. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 20.
Glass had a great showing in the win. Only one hit, a home run.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
So up next for New York, Leonardo Glass. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. On the ground, 2 ball. The flip, there's 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 2 full, Yankees 3, and the Braves. So 2 on with 2 away. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Out to short. Fires to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. 2 left for Atlanta. Still down 3-0. Glass up now. Stepping in here is like walking into a haunted house. You know something nasty's coming. You just don't know when.
Yeah, and it's usually a wipeout slider that disappears in the shadows. Nightmare fuel.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Ball misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Really nice swipe at second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time, man. Such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job.
Looks like extra bases. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they lead by 4. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Oh, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You had a run.
One out, runner at second. Ben Rice will hit next. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. So a runner at third, 2 outs. Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves. Smash to the left side. And that is the inning. So they pick up a run. Man at first, 1 away.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Right through there for a strike.
Ball, that's outside.
And that one in the air center field. 2 away now. Glass had a solid game for them, a real contributor.
Well, you can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering like he did in this one. No question, he's a key contributor for him.